Not everyone gets stung by one of those things. Get.
Over there.
Right there.
Up there. By the light over there. Right there.
Oh, right there. Okay. See, there's nothing you can do about it.
Look, it's low. It's low.
Yeah, still no good. Don't move. Stop. You don't want to trigger him to sting you.
OMG.
Maybe if I stand like this, he won't sting me.
Like, if he lands on the window, you should just let him off the window.
Wait.
I am
I'm
not
over
getting
here.
stung.
Me
It
neither.
was this close to my face.
Really big wasp.
Yeah, and this is gonna take forever too. Just me waiting on him is not necessarily gonna work the way I want it to,
Okay,
or everyone else wants.
Yeah.
Send out a scent and let it land on you and you can kill it.
Yeah, spread your pheromones and just come to you.
What?
Your pheromones. No, pheromones. You know what those are, right?
Right here!
That's right. Lift those pits way up there. Come on out.
It worked.
No!
You want me to spray some perfume?
It almost landed
No,
on my
spread
head.
your pheromones.
I had no idea starting this, literally. It just happened. It really just happened. This started in 1959 when I lived in the neighborhood about a block away from here. And the children who lived in the house in front of me, one little girl in particular, kept coming back to our house and asking me to show her how to draw. And they knew that I taught painting and that I was an artist, and I taught painting in a lot of various places around the city. And pretty soon her friends started coming with her, and they started wanting what they called painting parties. At the end of the first year of doing that, we had about 50 neighborhood children coming. And it grew from that. Everything that we added over the years in terms of clay and photography and so on was added because people who were coming to the classes asked for it.
Well, it's taking a long time. What's going on?
I don't know.
By now, I could have shot half a roll of film.
I guess I don't know what I'm shooting yet.
What did you write on the paper?
Portraits and I don't know, things that I notice that other people don't.
Well, it should be easy to do.
I guess so.
I mean, if you're going to do the portrait side, as these folks are photographing, you photograph their photograph, but make it look more like a portrait.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah, right.
Is that what you were talking about? Because I'm about to ask, how do you zoom in?
You don't.
You can't zoom
that's
in.
A fixed
You got to
lens.
walk up on it.
There
See, I
you
see some
go.
dogs, but I don't want to walk up
Well,
on
we
them.
don't want no dog shots.
I do.
What's your f-stop? 8?
8.
Okay, go up to 2.8.
What is this supposed to be?
Yeah, I found it in my
So like a salamander or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I really couldn't get it to get the right color.
You see how it looks like it has like little ears? Like there? Do you want to like use a different color and make the ears and then like maybe put the little veins right there a little bit too? Okay?
Like things that you see, like for example, your brother, trying to get the gummy worms and stuff. That's a story all on its own. So you can always make a picture out of it too. Do you have a sketchbook at home?
What's a sketchbook?
A sketchbook is like a drawing pad.
This is the host, Molly. Molly is the owner of the art school. I'm only going to say a couple things and then let her talk because I brag more about them. They're very modest. They're too modest. She has done 50 years of free art lessons here in the Fruit Belt, not always this side. Oh, I know another thing I wanted to mention. She won't say this, so I will. She has a wish list too. If anybody has an old refrigerator, she could use it. And then, of course, the second thing, when you are doing donations at the end of the year, this is a great one. I'm surprised they keep going, to tell you the truth. That's a job in itself, getting the funding.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
but anyway, I really admire Molly, think the world of her. So she's just going to tell you a couple things.
I really believe that everybody who would like to develop a talent or develop an interest should have a realistic opportunity to do so. And I really, truly believe that. Art classes can be very expensive. A lot of people can't afford that, but that is no reason why their talent should be wasted. And I really don't believe that society can afford to waste anybody's talent.
Yeah, it's been free all this time because of Molly.
With the artist.
Yep,
What do you think about it?
What I think about it?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. It being free, it allowed me to come here all these years.
And it's always funny to hear people say, "You're free? Really? Are you sure? Like, you really don't have to pay?" No, you don't have to pay. Really? Okay. So that's cool.
If somebody comes to me and wants to draw or wants to paint, I'm very likely going to find a way for them to get a chance to try to develop that. I enjoy what I'm doing. I would like to see you add more complexity to the top part so it balances better with that bottom part. This area seems to be, the rhythms in it seem a lot more complex than up here. This feels kind of static compared to that. Vicki came when she was a little kid, and then she was gone for a long time, and about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, she came back again as an adult.
Get it all in there. Pour that in. I'm gonna set the timer here for approximately 5 minutes. Start agitating in figure eights for 30 seconds, then reverse it after 30 seconds to the opposite direction. Figure eights. Yeah, nice and smooth. No. For 30 seconds, stop for 30 seconds, and do it the other way for 30 seconds. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. For some first rollers, not bad at all. I had to get some new fix in here. I don't trust that fix. Additional basic don't move you As I asked that question earlier.
Well, around 20 years. I came here in my late 20s. Early 20s, yeah. That's right. Been coming ever since. Well, it's a good spot to paint, it's friendly people. You just do what you want to do. All Molly says, finish your composition. Make sure the picture is full. Or, it's finished correct.
And I just wanted to be a part of it. I knew I had something inside me and I wanted to let it out. And then I was getting older. I wanted to kind of leave something behind. Then I retired and I started coming more often. And a lot of things. I was a breast cancer survivor. So that kind of helped me deal with it and deal with the reality of it. And then I had friends here. Now they're like my family.
Oh, is that yours?
Yep.
It's upside down.
So, these are the mountains right here. This is the dude that's stranded on the island. His name is Michael. And there's a palm tree right here. This is the sand as it starts to fade away in the water, and this thing is coming to eat him.
In the picture, I'm gonna make like sand from here all the way over. And then I'm gonna put like a rock and seaweeds. And the rest is gonna be like ocean water.
Oh, that's gonna be cool, real cool.
They were really detailed. I see her paintings are really detailed.
Yeah, she does good. Sometimes you get kids who don't really want to be here, you know. But it's good to see the kids that actually appreciate it.
Right. Well, you know, I told her by coming here, it could broaden and expand her drawing and ideas.
This is Guy's grandma.
Yes?
This is your grandma?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't have it here.
You guys don't look alike for some reason.
My grandmother. So, you know, there's me, and then there was like my mom, which is her daughter, and then there's my grandmother.
Yeah, I know.
I will say, when I was younger, people would ask me, who's your role model? I would have to say, I would always say my grandparents. Especially, my grandparents were my role model, especially my grandmother. And I think of my grandmother as, you know, she's very kind, very strong, a very capable woman, and you know, she's a little bit stubborn, but overall, I admire her. Okay.
Ooh,
Chase wasn't staying still enough.
that's pretty.
See? You like it? Okay. You can go get a hot dog or something to drink, or you can go play in the park.
My turn, right?
A little farther. Grab her right about here. And this way you can, otherwise you're going to go down for grab. Yeah.
Funding for the school is put together from government sources, from the New York State Council on the Arts. We go in and out of the National Endowment for the Arts depending on what their guidelines of the moment are. We used to get county funding until the current county executive really changed the rules, shall we say. He blocked a lot of funding on the smaller groups. The city, we used to get city funding, but the city no longer does cultural funding for anybody. We also get money from private foundations, from some corporate sources, not a lot, but a few, and private donations. And you put together all these little pieces and try to come out with enough to make it work.
When she's not here, she's working on trying to get funding for the school. She'll do anything to keep the school open and to pay the people that work here. She goes to a lot of meetings. I tell her that she's wasting her time because the people have meetings because they want money. They're not as smart as she is. Without her, they couldn't get any money, like other organizations. But she knows that. But if she doesn't do it, then the school won't stay open. She's just generally a nice person. She'll help anybody.
My argument has always been that our news media here in the city of Buffalo do not never, for the most part, only 5% or less will document, I won't say document, or at least cover any events that deal with art openings and receptions. And that's always burnt me up because the simple thing is this here. They'll spend all kind of time and effort and energy and money, whatever, to cover anything in the city of Buffalo that has to do with sports. You got one of the most famous painters in the country resides here in Buffalo. You know, Catherine Parker, you know, the daughter or granddaughter of the Birchfield, Penny Charlotte, the whole thing here. You look it up yourself, so I'm kind of studying of it. And you will find out, will they cover a show when she have an opening? No. Well, we got painters here and photographers here. They're extraordinary. The best in the country for the most part. Will any of these here news outlets cover any? No. But let a Buffalo Bill sneeze. They're on top of that. Oh man, they'll be over there for the next week take some of this time, money, effort, and energy and cover what we always talk about, how cultural this is, how diverse and how rich it is.
It's not right. You tell me what's wrong with it. It was way back in 1993. That's when we started coming. And we came for a visit, and Andy and I, just stay. Like every weekend we come. Andy loves it a lot. Andy is autistic, and so he doesn't have it. Verbal language, but he loves painting. So we just kept coming. But it's really hard to know what he's thinking, but he enjoys it, so we just keep letting him do it. See right here, this yellow, and here, you need more yellow there. Okay, a little more in there. Turn your brush over it, that's it. Sometimes it's very, very surprising, like he would look at this, the animal, and then he just did it. He did an elephant. It was just this trunk, this curvy trunk, and with all this line.
Okay, it's not hanging up out here. But she had it right with the picture of the elephant, and the one that we drew. It was just so cute. It was just so cute.
Yeah.
Yes, leaves. Don't that look cute? Do you like that?
Yes.
I do too. I love that one.
Lenore, whom you may have heard reference to, who was Sky's mother and my daughter, who was a photographer and a painter and a curator. She was the associate curator at El Museo. She was going to take over. I was going to be, everybody wanted me to stay through the 50th year as director, and even though I was getting really tired and wanting to do more of my own painting and so on. The plan, and Lenore was gradually taking more and more responsibility. This year she would have been director, but she died a year ago unexpectedly at the age of 40, which you don't expect people to die then. Do we want it to continue? Yes, obviously it needs to continue. Everybody seems to want it to continue, but I'm getting to an age where somebody needs to be able to do some of this, especially the administrative kind of thing that I only learned to do because I had to keep it going. He sent us a big painting here. He was trying to get it here in time for the art show, but he had trouble shipping it. And it is wrapped up great.
Oh boy.
You should tape unwinding this.
He was a teacher, I guess, student?
No, he was a student. Eric upstairs found him down on the waterfront one day, drawing pictures of people for money. And he told him about coming here, and he had never painted before. He had just drawn before. Every 6 months or so I get a phone call from him, and wherever he is, which could be anywhere. I'm so excited.
I was noticing that too.
Because you can see from the figures.
Right.
Oh, wow. That's neat. Hey, Eric! Eric! Can somebody pull out the bottom cord? Eric, Juan sent a new painting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look.
Oh, man, that's deep.
Isn't that?
Oh, man. Where you at?
He's in Texas.
Wow.
It just came today.
I like that.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
He is that. I'm so glad he's really painting.
Yeah, me too.